Greetings everyone for this yet another wonderful class on the MahaKaruna Dharani and its seals. 34, is it? Yeah, seal number 34. This mantra and mudra is simple enough. We relax and we put ourselves in a reverent attitude, an attitude of appreciation. Let's say that, appreciation of all things. Breathe, focus inside, ground yourself while the others join us for the class. I usually wait for at least 20 person to join. So this should take only a minute or two. Good morning to you all. For some of you it is morning still. For some of you it's the evening. This is the first seal with a symmetric mudra. So the mudra requires both hands. Like this. It's just both hands, one in front of the other, but relaxed down here. This is what it looks like. So they're not touching and they're not straight. Just you relax the hand, one in front of the other. 1 centimeter or 2. So 33 was a left hand, so this would be like a right hand mudra, but it's not. So when we want to use the mala to count, can't count like this, then the mudra doesn't work. So you count with your mala with the left hand, and you just hold it with right hand. That's only if you want to use the mala. If we do 5 minutes of repetition, then you can do the mudra correctly, okay? And when we will review the entire process of 42 steps, we won't be using a mala. So then you'll be able to use both your hands to do the symmetric mudra. Paying attention inside. Think about the attitude of prayer. What would be prayer if we use no words? Think about that. If we don't use words to speak during a prayer, there's an attitude. So instead of doing a prayer mudra, we leave it open with no hands touching. And it's like we're just about to pray. Alright, for now, let the mudra away. I want to give you an example of the prayer without words, okay? Imagine that you're about to pray. You're just putting yourself in the attitude, I'm going to pray now. In 20 seconds or 10 seconds, I'm going to pray. So you have not started the prayer yet, but you're saying, I'm about to pray. We don't need to think about the words because we won't use words. Okay? I'm getting closer to the prayer. It's in 5 seconds. Of course, you don't count the seconds. It's a metaphor. Now I'm getting even closer to the prayer. in just one moment, in 1 second, I'm going to start praying, but you don't. And you're just about to open the mouth, but you have no words anyway. I'm going to pray now. You just stay there. Stay in the fraction of a second before the prayer starts. And you feel the hope and the reverence. I'm just about to pray now. And you hold on to that. And you breathe. And you can feel the pull from the prayer. It's pulling you. You're going to pray now. I'm just about to start praying. And it's right there in that moment. The readiness to pray. Not even a second from now I'm going to pray, and you're just holding that moment. And you feel that you're close to whatever you pray. In my case, it's God or Brahma. In your case, it's whatever your tradition shows you. And you're just about to pray. You're holding to the relationship with your object of reverence. Don't be so arrogant to think, oh, I pray myself. No, that's talking to yourself. It's not prayer. Okay? Prayer is something you do to whatever is greater than you. It requires humility. And you're just about to pray. And you nourish the feeling of the contact. And it is a communion. It's a communion. And take a deep breath. If you pray in the Occidental way, at the end of prayer, you would say Amen, right at the end of the Amen. So you don't even say the words, you're just done prayer. Just after the Om Tat Sat, if you're the Oriental style. Just after the bow. But you don't proceed further. You just stay a fraction of a second when the prayer is just over. And you're still full with the contact that is still there. It's not over yet. Now we're going to play a mind game. You're going to go into the feeling that you're just about to pray right when you're just almost there before the prayer. You're just going to start praying. And the hope is there. I'm going to pray now. You're getting in there. And at the same time, you're already done. And you're just in the pure silence a fraction of a second before and after the words. That's the attitude of prayer. It's communion. Okay? So you breathe and you relax. In today's mantra, there's the word Anjali. And it's not an N, it's like the Spanish ñ. It's an N with a tilde above it. And it does sound ñ, like in English, parking. Ñ. And in French, oignon. Ñ. In Spanish, I don't know, find one, dear translator. Ñ, okay, the ñ. So Anjali does not mean prayer, but Anjali with an N means prayer. Okay. To understand Anjali from the mantra, it's good to understand Anjali and to understand the other Sanskrit word for prayer, which is Vasu. Vasu. V-A-S-U. Okay. So the two words for prayer in Sanskrit that I know of, there might be many others, but the two that are specifically prayer is Vasu and Anjali. Vasu is when you're asking something. Oh God, please, when there's a please somewhere, this is Vasu, okay? When you're chanting a mantra and you're expecting the mantra to have a result. So you don't say please, but you're hoping for something out of it, okay? This is Vasu. A common family name is Vasudev. Dev is God, means God. So Vasudev means pray God. Okay, this is just to situate you in Sanskrit if you've heard just a bit of words and want to situate yourself. Okay. So Vasudev means pray God. Vasu is prayer. And for the sake of accent, the majority of Hindu that speak Hindi, they don't say Vasudev, they say Basudeo. Basudeo, okay? But it's Vasudev. With the strong Hindu accent, or Hindi accent, you say Basudev. The same way you do not say the city of Bhubaneswar, you say Bhubaneswar. Bhubaneswar. And we read it Bhubaneswar. Okay? So just for the language, for the fun of the language, when you have someone called, something Basudeo, it's Vasudev. Now, Vasu is prayer in the dialogue. It's two ways. I say something to God, God talks back, I imagine it at least. Okay, this is Vasu. Anjali is prayer when you're not expecting anything in return. So it's a celebration, a reverence. You say thank you. It's when you do a mantra for the joy of doing the mantra. It's when it's to just be in a relationship and not to acquire something. Just be in a relationship. Okay, that's Anjali. It's prayer showing your respect, your gratitude. Good. So now that you understand the difference between Basu and Anjali, in our mantra we have the word Anjali. So it's you're having this kind of respect, but not for God, but for anything or anyone. Okay? So a feeling of reverence to all beings, to creation. So it's not necessarily God, it's individual. I'll take another example. Kritanya, there's the eng there. Kritanya, when you say thank you. Actually, Kritanya is the philosophical gratitude. When you want to say thank you, you would say Kritagya. So there's a g, there's a percussion of the eng. Kritagya. That's to say thank you. Kritanya is the contemplation of the general experience of gratitude. Okay. So Anjali is a general contemplation. Kritanya is general contemplation. Anjali okay, anyone, yeah, with a ni, anyone. I was wondering, Raven wrote to Anyon. Who's Anyon? Anyone. That's Anjali. So think about it, Anjali. a feeling of respect to all beings. It's a feeling, it's an attitude. The mantra this week is Om Paramanjali Ri. Param means the highest, or to do it in a superior form. So Param Nyanjali will surpass Anjali all by itself. And this is where it gets funky, right? So remember when I showed you a moment ago the attitude of prayer without the words. Just before the prayer, just before the words come out, and then you jump just as the word ended, and the grace of satisfaction, okay? Go into this prayer attitude. And now you're not praying. You're just in a state of, just before you pay your respects to someone, when you're getting ready to say, I respect you, I appreciate you, but you don't say the word, and the feeling of gratification right after you said it. Just imagine when you say thank you. I'm satisfied, I say thank you for someone, but don't say the word. Be about to pay your respect to someone, and you're just done. And you're holding the silence of being in a respectful place. All right? You have that? Now make the mudra, which is just before the prayer mudra. You're just about to say thank you, or you're just done with it and you're leaving your hands. You're just in that moment. And you hold that silence eternally. Okay? And instead of focusing on a single individual, focus on all living beings. In a state of eternal respect, with no words, towards all sentient being, all entities that are living and conscious. Om Paramanjali Sri. Not a swaha reflex, it's Ri. Ri means purify. So it purifies you. Purifies your mind, your heart, your body. It purifies your soul if you believe that a soul could be impure, which is ridiculous. It purifies your relationship with God. Purifies your relationship with your soul if you want. Om Paramanjali Hari. You just stay in a state of reverence of all beings towards all beings, starting with you. Being grateful and respectful to all entities, all living beings. And feel that all living beings are also experiencing that respect and reverence to all each other. Then that purification does not apply only to you. It will also purify the others around you and the others around them, as that consciousness flows to the streams of your transmigrations, of your attachments, basically. Om Paramanjali Hari. Om Paramanjali Hari. Om Paramanjali Hari. Om Paramanjali Hari, purified by a universal sense of respect and gratitude between all conscious entities. Om Paramanjali Hari. Those who feel energy will feel the intense stream between the two hands. Take a deep breath and relax the mudra. And don't hesitate to touch your thighs, touch your body physically with your hands when you're done with the mudra. Okay? Just so that energy goes and sink into the body. Good. I started with the practice itself, how beautiful it is to be guided. Okay? Om Parang Mangjali Ri. To be purified through a supreme attitude of complete reverence between all conscious entities. Basically, contemplating this mantra and doing the mudra helps you relax in a silent reverence. And it's not just you, it's all living entities. It's all that has enough consciousness to be grateful, okay? And to be reverent, to be happy of the communion. And it's not localized on you. It's Anjali means mutual respect. Okay, Paramanjali means embrace the supreme flow of all respect through all entities. Okay, so it delocalizes you. It's meant to release narcissistic impulses, egocentrism, stuff like that. Okay. So it relaxes our arrogance, our need of attention, okay? Because this mantra is not about me. It's about everyone, including me. So yes, I will feel that reverence, but that reverence is universal, okay? So step by step, a review. Sometimes when there's something pleasant in my life, I like to do a step-by-step bulletin, a review of how it works. Huh? And I've developed that reflex through teaching because I always recapitulate. We understood what is prayer and the different ways of calling prayer with Vasu and Anjali. And we practice the silent prayer, the eternal silent prayer, so we could understand the attitude. And from there, I showed you what is Anjali instead of Anjali. Anjali is toward something superior, and Anjali is in the Sangha and beyond, in nature also. Mostly from human to human, but from any entity to any entity, okay? So these are the steps I took to bring you to how to practice the proper experience, okay? Let's talk about the traps. Okay. The big trap of this step, of stage 34. 3 plus 4 equals 7, by the way. You will start to expect people to respect you. Because you do a prayer of mutual respect. And now this is your goal. This is what you desire in the world. You will want this respect to show. And what will happen? Any form of disrespect will hurt you more. Because you will build expectations. But I keep praying for universal respect and all I see is disrespectful things and they don't talk to me correctly. Yeah. Because you pray for universal respect, it's going to be normal to hope for seeing more respect in the world. And of course, it won't be immediate and it won't be to your level that you hope for. So yes, you're gonna take it personal. And the reason why is that you will localize your Anjali. Like, Om Paramanjali Hri. Every being respects every being. And in your mind is, so everyone is supposed to respect me. Like I'm done with this bullshit where people disrespect me. Doesn't it hurt when people disrespect you? Aren't you tired of losing your sense of peace when someone doesn't talk to you absolutely perfectly with the good words and the good attitude? Because you are the one who loses your peace when someone does not address you in the perfect way that you hope for. When they say a word you don't like, when they call you a way you don't like, when the tone is not to your level of luxury or expectation. Okay? You understand? It happens that people are for real disrespectful. But sometimes others are not disrespectful, or it's not their intention. They're simply charged with their own life story, their own drama, their own emotional charge. And as they talk to you, it goes through. So, hey, don't you talk shit to me when someone talks to you, you know? This is the hard lesson of this mantra. You are the one who has to start and give the example of respecting someone who is in the middle of disrespecting you. This is the hard challenge. This is how you become virtuous. When you think, I like to take an example I learned recently from a friend of mine, a person that I love deeply. When that person is disrespectful to me, it's not about me. It's about that person living their own charge, their own conflict. And it comes out. It's not about me. They're not angry at me. I'm the one who loses my peace. I'm the one who takes it personal. This is the hard challenge of this practice. To believe in a universal sense of respect, and for that respecting consciousness to flow, you cannot be in an arrogant state of expectation. You can't be in a state of egocentrism, so they will respect me. No. The moment that you do Paramanjali, they have now to respect me because I did the mantra. All right, I did the fucking mantra. They better respect me. If you have that ego attitude, it's arrogant. The changes will happen in you when you learn to stay in a state of respect of others. Of course, they're not talking with nice words. Of course, they're using a certain tone because they have their own drama. Others have their own charge, their own drama. The pressure I feel inside when I'm hurt, they have that. Respect that. The issue there is our pride. How dare they talk to me like this? And why should I shut up when they're yapping, barking like a dog? I didn't say you have to shut up. I say make an effort to remember I am the one who lost my peace because my pride is in the way. How dare they talk to me like that? Humiliate yourself to find humility. Okay. The other's talking to me like that. What's the issue? Or maybe initiate your part of the conversation by saying something nice, knowing a conflict might be coming. I'm going to try to understand you as best as I can. And I'm going to try not to freak out. And maybe start with that. Try to not be so hard on yourself, because maybe you will lose respect and start to freak out also. So I'm going to try to understand you if we talk about it, and I'm going to try not to freak out. Okay? And don't say something like, because you're attacking me now. Don't say that. Talk about you. Like, okay, I'm trying to understand what you're saying, but my pride is flaring up. Like I'm having a hard time managing my pride now. I feel hurt by the intensity of this. Like I really want to make an effort to calm down and to understand what's going on. Let's communicate. Okay. It's going to be hard, but it's a start. Don't say the other's attacking you. Say that your pride is hurt. Or say that you feel in conflict right now, that you don't feel good with the way the other's talking. Like, okay, that's borderline you and them. I don't feel good when you talk with this tone, which is very close to, I don't like it when you talk to me that way, and bam, you're in conflict again. So it takes humility, and you do this by self-humiliation. Disengage your pride. It's not going to be fun. Okay. I'm troubled inside because of the way you talk to me, so I'm going to try my best to understand and stay calm. Can we talk about this? Okay? So this is the conflict. This is the thing you can expect, the lessons of Paramangjali. Do the practice Om Paramangjali Ri. And the Ri will help you purify self-importance. How you bring everything back to you. It will help you purify your ego. Still have to do personal growth, self-observation, Visantara, emotional integration, psychanalysis, whatever floats your boat, whatever you like. Okay. So yeah. You're the one who wants to cultivate a universal sense of respect. And if it hurts you the way people disrespect you, and by the way, maybe they really are disrespecting you. If they're not physically punching you in the face, if they're not physically hurting you, what is hurt is your own pride. Pride is nourishing a disappointment that becomes anger that you want to throw at the other. So pride wants you to fight. Pride hurts. Okay? It takes some patience and some practice, some courage to disengage pride when disrespect happens. I'm the one who loses peace. So I'm the one who has something to work on. And it's difficult. 2 weeks ago, every day I was losing peace. And the others were not disrespectful. They were just being themselves, charged with their own drama, their own emotions. I did not need to defend myself. So I said, hey, can we talk about it? I need to express something. So I expressed my part, but then I really did listen to the other. Oh. So I could find where I was an asshole. Some places I was an asshole for real. Some places I was just an asshole according to their beliefs. But still, I could learn from that, That conversation could only happen because I said, I'm not going to be defensive. I'm going to communicate to understand. And stop saying that the other's wrong. What hurts me? And is there anything I do that hurts the other? Let's dialogue. And I realized that, yes, the other has belief, cultural background, a lot of stuff that could trigger me, but I also had pride defensive. Like, why do I do this? It was nice because it was a lesson, like if I didn't need more, because it brought me, oh yeah, this is the next mantra I'm teaching. I like it. This is like, stop hoping for someone else to respect you. You respect the other. And from their belief that this respect will become mutual if I take the first step. And for me to initiate the cycle of respect, I can't be in a pride reaction, because it's just going to nourish the conflict, right? I'm blessed that the people around me like to communicate. And the moment any of us show personal growth, show availability to understand, everyone chill and everyone's like, yeah, let's talk about it. We'll find out, we'll get better. So that's cool. But I remember when I was not around people of personal growth. I remember how it felt to be with people who are not inclined to look at themselves. Or they will do it once every year when it's absolutely necessary. And forget those who do one awakening per decade, because that's the boring human. Boring humans, the gray ones. Every decade life forces them to grow. And they say, I learned shit through life. Yeah, if you look at yourself, it would be daily, but yeah, once per decade. Let's not compare, it's not a race. Yeah, I think this is what I had to say about this practice. I'm the one who is going to initiate the wheel of respect. And I will purify myself of my own pride, because my pride prevents mutual respect to happen, because it nourishes conflict. Someone talks to you, and if the tone is not good, if the words are not chosen, pride like, what are you talking to me? Are you saying I'm wrong? Well, hey, tell me your part, I'll tell you my part. If we're calm about it, we'll grow, we'll find out. If we're not calm about it, we won't grow. And if it's someone who doesn't do personal growth, don't go there. Just listen to them, make them feel important, make them feel good, and, move on. And if it is recurring over years, then break the relationship. Like, don't keep a friend around who keeps shitting on your floor. Whatever that means. What expression was that? Whatever. I hope you understand, like, that's how I felt. Like, someone comes in my house, in the kitchen, shits on the table and goes away. With friends like that, who needs enemies, right? So you get to choose also how much tolerance you have and how much attachment you have to the people that apparently disrespect you. Asking how you can become certified in Kujian during a conference on a completely other topic is lost. Like, it's a waste of time, man. Damien, relax. Send a proper email. One of my assistants will answer. Come on, dude. Relax. But my class is over, so I could move on. Breathe. All right. Now, knowing that I am the one, you are the one who has to initiate the process of mutual respect. Hey, that was a good example. Hey, look, I didn't say that Damien was disrespectful. No, it's an interruption. We're going in a direction. He's talking something else. Concentrate on the topic if you want to learn something. Okay. I could have felt offended. I could have decided, hey, why do you change the topic, man? I'm talking something else. I could have used this attitude. But no, I respect Damien as a being, and I understand it's out of curiosity, and he wants to know, he's excited. It's wonderful. It's a beautiful motivation. Then you have to learn how to stay focused on one topic. So, so we don't want to lose focus of the class. So we're not gonna start talking about something else, But I'm absolutely certain someone will be pleased to answer the question when it comes up, okay? Now, if you feel ashamed or disturbed, Damien, that I speak about you like this in a class that will be seen by at least 1,000 people over the next month, it's okay. This is how we learn with me. You do personal growth, you grow. You're cool, man. You're cool. Don't even worry about it. This is how I teach. We grow through experiences. And this is what matters. This is what matters. Oh, I did not know. I just did not know. Wow. When I give conferences, it's so hard to teach one specific thing. Let's say there's 100 people in the room when I teach in person, and I'm trying to guide people through experiences, and someone asks a questions like, what do you think about the president of France and what you just did? Because that question was actually asked during a seminar. Try to feel your emotion. But what about the president of France? Say, it's so hard to teach this stuff. Stay on topic. So that's why I'm always very clear with when I give a class, just stay on topic. But if you have a question, it's going to be a pleasure for anyone to answer it. Okay. And I enjoyed it because it was an example I could use. It was not disrespectful. It was a question born of excitement and joy and passion for the subject of Kujin. So great, Be able to recognize what motivates the other way to talk to you. So let's say it's my girlfriend or my dad or my I don't know, the cashier at the bank or anyone that talks to me, and that's not what I wanted. No. I want to talk about this specific topic, and they start to talk about something else. It happens to you guys, right? You could feel disrespect. It belongs to you to just don't go into the drama. That's going to be hard because pride, it's like, hey, fuck, man, just stop disturbing the scenario, the scene. That's good. All right. So last review of this class. Take a deep breath. Relax. You'll make the mudra. We don't count with the hand and we don't use a mala because now we want I'll stay on topic right now, Raven. Contemplate your own personal desire to learn this practice. Because this is how it starts. I'm the one who's going to start the practice. Om Paramanjali Hri. Om Paramanjali Hri. I'm the one who discovers respect for all beings. And the purification of that practice will allow it to flow to all sentient beings. Om Paramanjali Hri. And even if you say the mantra with voice, the reverence is like the silent one. It's one of those things where you're saying the mantra verbally, but the attitude inside is the eternal silence of reverence of all entities, one to another. Without the words. But you want that feeling to anchor, so you will say words as a mantra to bring the eternal silence inside. And that purifies you. Om Paramanjali Hri. 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 And I am the one who initiates that. I have to make the effort of breaking my pride and staying in a state of respect regardless of the drama around me. Let this divine reverence purify me of arrogance and drama. Let me remain eternally respectful. Om Paramanjali Hri. Om Paramanjali Hri. And if I am disrespectful, I will work on myself. I'll try my best not to be dramatic and recognize I'm the one who lost my peace. Even if I can't find why I lost it, I'll find it eventually when my pride relaxes and I come back to a state of respect. Om Paramanjali Hri. Om Paramanjali Hri. Om Paramanjali Hri. And let that divine state of respect transcend my belief and my view. Let me respect those who offend me while still seeking solutions. Let me respect an entity that has caused harm while still seeking justice, of course. Let me respect those of different belief and views while still seeking harmony and agreement in society. Om Paramanjali Hri. Let that universal respect be so profound that it will transcend differences, even conflict, while still seeking solutions, prudence, justice, and equity in the world. Om Paramanjali Hri. Om Paramanjali Hri. Om Paramanjali Hri. And relax your hands. Good. Enjoy this practice this week. And, accept the freak out. Expect to freak out. Expect to have your pride flare at a moment or another. Right? Just do the practice and get better. Peace.